Keeping to myself and staying out the way. Always on my lonely cause I can't change. Seeing how they talking and I'm outraged. Taking care of me, don't need a thing. Yeah, shawty. Then I get lost in the abyss. I'm a quiet, but I like to talk my. I'm in my head, but you could bet I'm. Look, these be my sons. Without me, they be done with.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here we go. It's the Orlando Magic facing the Dallas Mavericks. Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now Irving.
Who's watching it? What's the roll?
Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
Now here's Wall, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Maxey. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Wall. And the 3 off target. To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Anunoby. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Down low. The kick out to Irving. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. No problems knocking that one down.
Pound showing you a willingness to want to make his teammates better with that pass there.
And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild, to their credit. They want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, Greg, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
Exactly, and if it's not there for you, simply make the next pass. Keep the ball moving. Give the offense a chance to do what it's designed to do, which is produce the best shot.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
A nice shot by Irving.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Another three for Dallas.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Vucevic. Kick by Vucevic. The kick out to Barnes. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks leading by 9. Towns wide open. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And that one's good, Barnes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Here's Irving. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot. From deep. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. .41 seconds left in the first quarter.
Ball entered from below the basket. Magic ball.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The deep three from Irving. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
The kick out to Towns. To the left side wing. 3-pointer. They get the rebound. Here's Adebayo. Outside, Maxey. The kick out to Towns. And here's Adebayo outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just... Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And you knew things were going south for Irving and the Nets when they couldn't agree on a contract. He was eventually traded and is a big talent boost to this team. Kyrie still has all the talent in the world, even if it comes with some risk.
Anunoby has the open look. Drops in the tray. Anunoby's got 5 points so far. Here's Irving. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Pass to Maxey. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. They set the screen. From the arc. The shot, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Outside Irving. Here's Vucevic. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Vucevic has got it back down to within single digits for the Magic. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Clark, with the dramatic rise in three-point shooting, do you think the league will ever experiment with a four-point shot?
I don't think so, Kevin. That's a bit gimmicky for me, but I'm somewhat old school and traditional. I think you could maybe test it out somewhere, maybe in the All-Star game or the G League. The league hasn't been shy about trying new things and seeing what works and what doesn't. You know, one of the best sights from the NBA in my mind in 2022 was seeing Markelle Fultz on the court again. It was a long road back from his torn ACL, not to mention the issues he had with the frozen shoulder early in his career.
Webb with it. Banked in off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
And for a player who relies on quickness and mobility like Fultz, an ACL injury can be devastating.
Well, trust me, I haven't had one, but I know enough guys who have, and it's a tough injury for any player to come back from a torn ACL. And Markelle had to work extremely hard every day for a year and a half. All credit to him for putting that kind of effort into his rehab so he could get back out on the court.
And the Magic right now, missing that franchise player, might have one of their young talents develop into that, but currently they lack that star.
And as we know, Greg, the NBA is a star-driven league.
Hard to contend without a top 10 player on the roster. The Magic have been patient in their approach, and one player taking a leap this season would be huge.
To the right side. Back to Fultz. Shoots over Webb. Here's Vucevic. Off on the layup.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Magic trailed by 15. Here's Fultz. Second chance shot.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Back to Webb. Williams comes with the double team. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
But of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Clark, hasn't the Magic had some of the worst injury luck in this NBA the last couple seasons?
Certainly have, Kevin. And this is a team that has been trying to develop young players. And they've been somewhat stifled because of injury. And I think the best way to grow is through young players. And you've got to give them reps, playing games. So it's been frustrating for Orlando to have these outstanding young talents be thwarted by injury. You know, Webb is known for being a high flyer. Despite being just 5'6", this guy can get up in the air like very few can. And he knows how to put on a show. He's an entertainer, a high flyer, but he's also a pretty well-rounded player, too.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the youth of the Magic and the talent they have all throughout the roster, I think it's just a matter of time and seasoning before this team takes a really big jump forward.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now, here is Webb. He has 7. That's a shot he doesn't shoot very often.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Orlando let me know his status. He's getting looked at now for what the team is saying is a collapsed lung. Obviously something that is very serious and something they don't take lightly. And that's a potentially devastating injury that will keep him out not just the rest of today, but quite a while, too. That is just awful to hear. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Here's Irving. The putback. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Dallas leading by 22. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
On the wing, Barnes. Irving looking for an opening. Caldwell Pope outside. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution. Robert Covington.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that's one more key to their lead, guys. I mean, they're creating opportunities for each other and not the other team.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Orlando moving the ball around. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Fultz to the inside. Here's Caldwell Pope.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open. During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
Maxey. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Barnes. Kicks it out to Covington. Back to Barnes. Count the basket. Barnes has got 6 points. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. Do front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
There's a screen by Covington. And finished off by Fultz.
Hey, I don't mind a little flash and pizzazz in the guy's game. Fultz showing off a little bit. Impressive dunking skills on display.
Here's Maxey. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Barnes, right side. Now Fultz. 5 points in the game. And Vucevic throws it down.
When Vucevic is rolling to the basket like that, there aren't many guys that are willing to get in his way to stop him.
Pass to Anunoby. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. He's got 8.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What you love about Vucevic, the consistency. Solid shooting percentages, and he's averaged double-digit rebounds for the last 5 years.
That free throw, no good.
You know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat who, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
Drives to the hoop.
Mercy, mercy me.
And that one is hammered home.
Oh, my goodness, this little fella can get up in the air. Spud Webb can fly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line from Magic, Tyus Jones. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones. That one misses. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Okeke. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Achua. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Okeke's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Orlando now. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. Start a 3-game homestand with that game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Achua in the corner. Webb with it. The rebound by Richards.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Knocked away and stolen by Love. To the wing on the left. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft in particular looked very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth. Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom! Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, it's hard to not be captivated by the little fella, Spud Webb. 5'7" but he's got a 42-inch vertical bounce.
And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Their offense trying to find its way back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Outside, Davis. From downtown. Basket is good. The assist from Webb.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, they had a rough stretch shooting in the first half. I mean, they've seemingly made the changes they've needed to make to improve that shooting percentage.
Here's Webb, and he dunks it down.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
And Love has it in the corner. Pass to Webb. Players, Clark, as we know, are changing teams more than ever before. Some don't like it, and some do. But free agency is something historically that was fought for by the players, Clark.
And again, you've heard me say it before, Kevin, empowerment of the players I'm in favor of, and freedom of movement is part of that empowerment. And sure, it can cut both ways to where some fans and league executives may be a little bit frustrated by it, but I tell you what, it's good in my mind for the players.
Now the Mavericks with it.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Picked by Vucevic. Kicks it out to Covington. Here's Irving. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
And it's Adebayo in the corner. And the 3-ball is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
No good from Irving. It's tipped. Here's Adebayo. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had